Hi, this is Eric Martin with BoardGameGeek. I'm here with Cyril Demegde from Space Cowboys, Istari.
That's it. Two is enough.
Okay. And you're involved with both companies, and sort of you decide what's the proper avenue for different games.
Yeah, that's it. And that's why, for example, this new Sherlock Holmes is now Space Cowboys, because at some point we decided, as we are the same company, to spread the game depending on the difficulty. For example, nowadays a game like Elysium will probably be an Istari games, and as Sherlock Holmes is the same kind of narrative games and time stories, for example, then we decided to put it on the Space Cowboys line.
Okay. So you already had the new version that was released. There were some expansions out for it. But what are you doing with the line now?
So, complicated stuff. So we re-released it 5 years ago as an Istari product, and now we are releasing it again as a Space Cowboys. And we begin with the box, which is numbered 3.
Okay.
Very logical, you know. But we wanted to start with a new product.
Right.
And the good way to start with a new product is to name it 3, because we wanted the first one to be named 1.
Okay.
So I will explain why 3. So this is the new one with 10 new adventures. One important thing is each box will be standalone. Okay. So you don't need the other box to play.
Start anywhere in the series, and I get this, my friend gets that.
You can start with 3, it's not a problem. Okay. You've got everything inside to play, which means the map of London, the newspapers, the directory, everything is inside. So you don't need it.
And this is new versions, I guess, of West End Adventures, which came out in the 1980s.
Yeah, exactly. Here we've got 10 adventures. For us in France, everything is brand new, because West End Adventure was never released in France.
Okay.
And the only one which was never released, actually. And but anyway, we worked a lot on those West End Adventures. Most of them are different now. Okay. So and on top of this, we've got a campaign, which is Jack the Ripper, where you try to catch Jack the Ripper. Okay. It's not that easy, you know. After all,
we was not caught.
We still don't know actually who was Jack the Ripper. So we decided, and it's even for the fans of Sherlock Holmes, it's a different adventure, because it was written by in France we said Ripperologue. I mean, an expert of Jack the Ripper. And so it's really precise, really realistic. Okay. You know, Sherlock Holmes is always funny adventures, or at least, funny things. Murders, of course, but it's novella. Here it's real crimes, and so it's different feeling. And so it's a campaign. 4 episodes, which are the 4 nights of crimes. Okay. And that's the next release. I think it's Q1 next year.
2017?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we will have this one, which is number 1.
Okay.
Which is the original one. The model you have actually, in fact, the 10 same adventures, but in a new box with the new look.
With the old look highlighted for people?
Yeah, we wanted to precise for the customers. If you've got this box, maybe you don't need the new one. Okay. Or if you want to buy it, there's no problem.
Because it has been reworked.
Once again, we redid, we redid the map with new graphics. We did all the cases. All the illustrations are new. Okay. And even those which we remade 5 years ago, we remade them again, so it's brand new. And then you will have
this is second quarter 2017.
Yeah, second quarter, and then afterwards you will have the box number 2, which is not a novelty for us in France, but will be a novelty for you. Okay. Because it will include all the expansion we released in France. Okay. So we released 10 expansions in France. Some cases, like Carlton House or Queen's Park, some new cases, and we will put them all in a box, which will be standalone. So 10 new cases, the box number 2. And I don't know precisely when it will be released. Next year, end of next year.
And now you have something separate but similar.
Similar but different. It's obviously it's another Holmes thing, but it's really complementary of this. Right. Why? Because it's a competitive game. This one is cooperative. This one is competitive. Right. So there are 13 cases. We like to say it's a game like Clue. So you've got 13 cases, which are the hidden files of John Watson, and you compete through those cases to find the murderer or anything. And really funny cases. This game was released in previous Essen last year by a company which is called Ludonova. And we discovered the game, we thought it was really great, and we decided to release it internationally after discussing with them. And we remade all the graphics. I won't show anything, but we've got this nice box. Inside the box you've got those envelopes which contain the cards. Okay. And the mechanism is pretty funny. You spread all the cards, which are all the locations you can go. And then you decide, okay, I will go there, and I add a few tokens, which are cabs, to go to be the fastest. Right. If another player comes with more cabs than me, then I must get out and go to some other place. Okay. When everyone is on a place, each one takes the card and reads it. And then after a few turns, you may have an idea about who has done the murder or how it was done, and then you just have to go to the 221B Baker Street, right. And then you answer the questions. If you are right, you won the game. Okay. It's competitive, it's funny. Of course, obviously, as it's competitive, you're alone, so the cases are simpler than those cases, right. But still really funny. We've got a lot of really nice cases. I cannot show them, but no, obviously I cannot show them. But for example, you've got the Mysterious Prestige, which is about magic, okay. Or the Ouija, which is about
exploring the spirit world,
spiritual world, and Senatotep about Egypt. Okay. So many funny cases. A great game. Different game, okay, same kind of box, right. But it's really the other side of Sherlock Holmes. You play as a team, you play alone, shorter, of course. We all know that the case of Sherlock Holmes is 2-3 hours. Right. Here it's more like 1 hour. So when you don't have time to play a big one, you can
fight with other people.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And it's nice. We worked a lot on the graphics. You can see that, and it's Q1 too. Okay. So probably you will have the blue and the red at the same time.
Okay. And this is also labeled 1 on the side.
Yeah. For this line, we start with number 1. Okay. We hope there will be a 2 because Ludonova is working on expansions. Right. I met them yesterday, actually, as we are in Essen, and they are working on new cases. As usual, if it's a success, then we'll be more than happy to release new cases.
That's right.
And I swear you, it's a really great game.
Okay. Thanks very much for the overview of the line.
No.
And we'll see what happens.